Please rise for a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, North Schuylkill. I'm Lizzie Andrew Cabbage.
And I'm Doug Wiest.
It's no surprise that technology is playing a bigger part in today's youth. Companies are constantly working to sell us technology that allows us to integrate every aspect of our lives. In 6 weeks, Apple will release the newest interpretation of the iPhone and iPhone X. Obviously, technology is something that excites and engages us. We're always looking for new ways to become more connected or more streamlined because it offers us more time, more freedom, and new opportunities.
Following many social trends, education is not far behind. Educators realize the best way to get you to learn is by using methods that are technology-based. In last week's episode, we allude to some of the improvements that have been added to the building over time. One of the most anticipated was the addition of the makerspace. The makerspace didn't require new construction, but more so repurposed existing spaces in the building. The space is made up of a cluster of rooms in the back of the library.
Throughout the day, students and teachers can access the space and equipment to help enhance their learning through technology.
One of the faculty members who has become very familiar with the space is Mr. Stanakis. Let's check in with him for some more information.
I'm Dan Tomtitian here with Mr. Stanakis about the makerspace. What is the makerspace?
It's just a place that students could invent, learn, and be creative.
And what kind of equipment is in the room?
So there's a 3D printer, a 3D scanner, some Spheros, iPads, a document printer, and a big TV.
And what courses do you need to take to be involved in this?
So right now, it's German 1, 2, and 3, one geometry course, and physics.
And why do you think it's important?
You know, just as time goes on and students become more technologically inclined, they're more receptive to learning this way, using technology and being more hands-on. And I think overall it just lets them have a new way of being creative.
Back to you.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Westner here with In the News. I'm here with Brandon Joseph from the C++ programming class. So Brandon, what are these?
These are the Spheros for they're from the makerspace lab.
What do you do with them?
We make certain patterns. They're called algorithms to program these Spheros.
Do you have any activities you like to do with them?
Tomorrow we're creating a lab, and we're gonna use the Spheros and make a square out of it using these certain algorithms.
Can you show us how they work?
Yeah. So this is what the code looks like when we have to program it. So and then I would press start, and it would make the algorithm that I created. And now I have to figure out what I did wrong to adjust it to make a complete square.
To continue our focus on technology and education, we're going to help promote a fundraiser that could help the students in junior high English. Recently, Mrs. Fowler and Mrs. Leib created an online fundraising page that will allow the students to use technology on a daily basis in their classrooms. Here's how you can help out.
How can people help with the fundraiser?
People can help with the fundraiser by either going to the Donors Choose site and searching for our project and donating money, or they can help us by getting the word out. We have it on the school's Facebook page, the Twitter. We're going to have some signs up starting tomorrow, Anyone who can help spread the word or donate helps a lot. Over the next 7 days, anyone who donates up to $50, the donation will be doubled. So we're really trying to get a lot of donations over the next few days.
As a teacher, what benefits does technology bring to the classroom?
Technology brings a lot of benefits, the biggest one being student engagement. Students are a lot more interested in the online version of the text where they can access interactive videos, hyperlinks, and extra enrichment, whereas with the paper textbook, it's just kind of boring, it's blah. The students don't enjoy it nearly as much.
I'm Courtney Weichel here with some junior high students. What do you like most about using technology in English class?
I like that it's super easy to access the book online, and that like anything that you can do on the book, like highlight and like write notes, you can do online too.
How does technology help students focus on what they're learning?
Well, kids now, they're like hooked onto technology, so if we use technology, they're going to be more active on it and they get their work done faster.
Describe the kinds of activities the iPads are used for.
Well, there's
That's fine.
Well, there's Quizlet. Quizlet puts you like in the groups automatically, and then you answer questions about like the vocab that you're learning that's in the story, and then the group that answers it first wins. And there's like it puts you in groups, and your groups are like titled by animals, and then you answer questions, and that's basically it.
Dependent clause, which expresses complete thought, contains one independent clause. That's simple, right? Wait, is that a example of simple or simple? It was just simple.
So we do Pearson Realize, and on Pearson Realize we have these books, and we read these books, and they have all of our vocab words in them. Then we do research on them and see like what vocab words we know. So basically what we do is we sit here and we do research on the questions that we have, and on the tablet we can highlight stuff.
And now for a little behind the scenes on how the newscast is made. The studio space and the equipment is also part of the makerspace and is available for classes that are working on video projects. Instead of shooting a class project, a commercial, or a speech in the hallway with your cell phone, you can now learn from the newscast crew how to use our equipment. Join us for the tour.
Okay, so welcome to our studio. This is where everything we do that you see on Fridays is produced. It's a pretty small room, but let's just give you an idea what's here. Our lighting rig, we're still working on our green screen. Moving around, we have our tripod. Now the camera would usually be right here, but we're currently using it. We'll give you a little bit of information about the camera. It's a Canon X810. It's extremely easy to use. So if you're doing a project and you want to use the camera, it takes about 60 seconds to learn how. One of the things I do ask is that you bring your own SD card for any kind of projects you're doing. Over here is the receivers for our wireless microphones. Again, really easy to use, so it improves our audio quality instead of just using a cell phone. They're really simple, just a little battery pack you clip on your belt, and the microphone up here clips onto your shirt. So one of the things we're going to show you kind of how we do. You'll notice that every week our news anchors are in a studio. We're not actually in that studio. We just use this green wall and put some things behind it. So if you're doing a project for class, it gives you a lot of opportunity to kind of have fun with it. So if we have Reggie in front of the wall here. When we shoot this, it's just going to have a green background, and then some of the things we can do is just put a still image or a video behind it. So if you're doing a history project about ancient Rome, we can put Reggie in the Colosseum. Or we're doing oceanography, we can put him in the ocean, which is probably a place where he's pretty comfortable anyway with all that swimming he does. But if you have any questions about using the studio, just stop by, have your teachers talk to me or anyone in the newscast, and we'll help you out. All right, Reggie, say goodbye.
See ya. This week's reward system winner for junior high is Khalil Williams from Miss White, the social studies one.
And for senior high, it is Jake Green from Miss Moyer. Stop by the office to get your reward. I'm Lizzie Andrew Cabbage.
And I'm Doug Weist. Put a little sunshine in your day.